Okay, good morning student. Today we are going to discuss again back regarding about chemical reaction. Within that third type, that is displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. Okay, remember this word displacement. Okay, in this reaction there will be salt solution. There will be salt solution. Okay, which is made up of metal and other substance, other elements, and for this salt solution we are going to add a metal. Remember, this salt solution means definitely it is also consist of metal. For this we are going to add a metal. Whatever metal we are adding, if this is the more reactive than the metal which is present in this solution, in this salt solution, then the place of that metal is going to replace by this metal if this is more reactive. Okay, yes, I will say the example, you will come to know. Okay, highly reactive metal is going to displace the less reactive metal from its salt solution is called as displacement reaction. Okay, so again what we will get? We will get another salt which is consist of this metal salt. Okay, then again whatever metal is there which is less reactive, then this metal will come outside. Okay, example, suppose we have a copper sulfate. Solution. Aqua means in the form of solution, remember. Okay, for this I am going to add iron. Fe means, as you know, this is the symbol of iron. So compared to the, which metal is there in this solution here? Copper is a metal. Compared to the iron, copper is less reactive. So what happens? This iron is going to push copper outside. Iron is more reactive compared to the copper. So what happens? It is going to pushing outside. It will kick outside this one. Why? Because it is more reactive, no? That's why. So finally what we will get? We will get in the place of copper, we will get iron. Remaining is sulfate, and finally this less reactive copper will be come outside here. Okay, this kind of reaction we are going to call as displacement. Place is going to exchange by the more reactive metal. Okay, then how we are going to confirm whether the reaction is occurred or not? Here, copper sulfate color will be blue in color. What is the color? Blue in color. As we know already, copper sulfate is also called as blue vitriol. Okay, when you are taking copper sulfate in the form of solution, that is salt plus water, salt solution we are going to call. When you are adding iron nail, which is made up of iron, which is more reactive than the copper, slowly the color of solution is going to turn from blue to green. This color formation of green color indicate the formation of iron sulfate, because iron sulfate color is green color. If solution is turns from blue to green, it indicate displacement reaction. Means by referring the change in the color, we are going to know about the completion of reaction. Example, one more example I will say. AgNO3 silver nitrate, which is colorless. Suppose if you are adding copper is compared to the silver, copper is more reactive. Okay, then what we are going to get? We are going to get as copper nitride plus silver will be as a less reactive, it will be come outside. Remember, copper is more reactive than the silver. The silver will be come outside here. Okay, then what is the color here? Previously it is an colorless. Now it is copper nitride color is blue color. By changing the colorless to blue, we are going to know about completion of reaction. So here again, highly reactive copper is going to displace the less reactive silver from the silver nitride salt solution. Remember, solution should be in a aqueous state, means solution form. This is one condition. You can ask the question, why it is not, this reaction is not going to take place in the form of solid, means first we should, in the solution, Ag is going to become Ag plus 1, nitrate is going to become minus 1, and copper is plus 2. We are going to get ion. This ion can be replaced by Ag, then we will get the copper nitride and the silver. Okay, to form the ions, we need to take the solution instead of solid form. Okay, then again question will arise. How we will come to know about which metal is more reactive, which metal is less reactive? To understand that, we have a reactivity series of metals. We have reactivity series of metals. You should remember this one. Then only we can go through the displacement reaction, whether it is going to occur or not. So potassium is more reactive than the sodium, sodium is more reactive than the calcium, calcium is more reactive than the magnesium, magnesium is more reactive than the aluminium, aluminium is more reactive than the zinc, zinc is more reactive than the iron, iron is more reactive than the lead, lead is more reactive than the hydrogen. Remember, you are taking in the form of nascent hydrogen. Why? Because H does not exist. Hydrogen is more reactive than the copper, copper is more reactive than the mercury, mercury is more reactive than the silver, silver is more reactive than the, I will write here only Au, that is gold, gold is more reactive than the platinum. Okay, this is about the reactivity series. Okay, suppose I will take here example, one more example to understand. Remember, potassium is greater than the sodium means, potassium is greater than the sodium means more reactive than the sodium. Sodium is similarly more reactive than the calcium. Calcium is more reactive than these all things. Potassium is more reactive compared to all the metals which is given in this series. So reactivity series means what? Arrangement of an metal, arrangement of an metal with their decreasing order of reactivity, with their decreasing order of their reactivity. Means as we move from left to right, reactivity is going to decrease, reactivity is decrease as we move from the left to right. Decreasing order of their reactivity, arrangement of a metal with their decreasing order of their reactivity. Just I will say the example, you will come to know. Okay, suppose we have iron oxide Fe2O3, Fe2O3, and for this one I am going to add aluminium. I am going to add aluminium. Whether reaction is going to occur or not, you should remember where is the iron in the reactivity series. Here is the iron. Where is the aluminium? Here is the aluminium. So aluminium is more reactive than the iron. So aluminium can be replaced the iron from its salt solution, from its salt. Okay, then what you will get? I will get Al2O3 plus I will get iron. Remember, aluminium is more reactive than the iron, that's why it can be replaced iron from the iron oxide. So what product we are going to get? Which product we are going to get? We are going to get aluminium oxide and the iron. That's why this reaction is going to occur. Suppose, one more example, suppose if I have a copper sulfate, and for this, for copper sulfate, if I am going to add a gold, what happens? Is it reaction is going to occur? Does the displacement reaction is going to take place? We have to see. So where is the gold? Here is the gold. Where is the copper? Here is the copper. So copper is more reactive than the gold. Copper is more reactive. So gold is less reactive. So gold, is it possible to displace the copper? It's not possible. That's why there is no reaction. There is no reaction. I hope so you got clarity regarding displacement reaction. Okay, so which is more reactive metal that can be replaced the less reactive metal from their respective salt solution, that we are going to call as displacement reaction. This is about the metals. What about the non-metals? Is it in the non-metals also displacement reaction is going to take place or not? This we will see. Okay. So just they mentioned only few cases. Here they given fluorine is more reactive than the chlorine. Chlorine is more reactive than the what you call fluorine, chromine, bromine. Bromine is more reactive than the iodine. Okay. So suppose if you taken potassium iodide, Ki. Remember, right now we are talking about non-metal reactivity series. You should concentrate upon the non-metal. This is a non-metal. This is a potassium is metal, iodine is non-metal. So for this one, if I am going to add bromine, Br2, bromine does not exist as Br, it will be exist as Br2. What happens? So as bromine is more reactive than the iodine, it can be replaced the iodine. So what we will get? In the place of iodine, we will get KBr plus I2. Okay, don't worry about balancing equation. So again for the KBr, suppose we have a KBr, if I am going to add chlorine, again chlorine is more reactive than the bromine. What happens? Again we are going to get KCl plus Br2. Again this one, if I am taking KCl plus, if I am going to add fluorine, we will get KF plus we will get Cl2. This type of reaction may be occur in the reactivity series of non-metal. This is also displacement reaction. Okay, again if you want to balance, you can write here 2 KBr, this one. Okay, like this. This is about the displacement reaction. Okay, thank you. Please subscribe if you like the video.